Hey guys, it's Krystal, and here we have the brand new Xbox, and it's called the Xbox One X. And I got to play with the new Xbox. And when I say play, I didn't actually play because it wasn't plugged in, but I got to feel it and touch it and appreciate all its beauty. Now, there is a lot to talk about here, but the reason this thing exists is because it is so powerful that it can do 4K gaming. And I know some of you may be thinking, Krystal, I have an Xbox One S and it does 4K, but no. It doesn't. It's not really 4K. It kind of just upscales everything to make it look better. There's nothing really fancy going on there. Now, this Xbox One X, it's true 4K. And to do 4K gaming, and to do it so smoothly too, at 60 frames per second, this thing has got to be powerful. And it has 6 teraflops of GPU. When you're talking teraflops, you're talking some major power here. Especially when you compare it to the old Xbox One S, it has 1.4 teraflops. So this thing goes all the way up to 6, and it also has 12 gigs of memory. So you would think this is probably some like big, huge, juicy, and bulky machine. But it's not. It is the smallest Xbox to date, like the smallest Xbox ever. But even though it's the smallest, it is on the heavier side of the Xboxes. It's actually 2 full pounds heavier than the Xbox One S, and even a full pound heavier than the original Xbox One. I mean, not that it really matters because you're just gonna put it down on your TV media stand. And speaking of media stands, actually, that's one thing I love about the Xbox One X is that it comes in black. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the white color on the Xbox One S. I think it looks beautiful and all, but it doesn't really blend well on your media stand. Like usually your other things like the cable box or your DVD player, Blu-ray player, those are all usually black. So having a nice black Xbox One X to complement it all, it's really nice. So since this thing is so crazy powerful, they had to think of a way to keep it nice and cool so it doesn't go up in flames. And they did this by putting a liquid-cooled vapor chamber inside. And what's cool about this is that all that heat is gonna go out to the left and the right and to the back, but not to the top anymore. That's one thing that I did not like about the One S. I couldn't put stuff on top of it. Maybe you wanna put a little Funko Pop figure on there. Boom, you don't have to worry that it's gonna melt. Now, this thing is so power hungry that it sucks up 245 watts. That's pretty much double what the One S did. And once again, you don't need some big beefy power cord. You can use the same one as the Xbox One S. So obviously there's gonna be a lot of games coming out in the future that support 4K, so you can play them on your Xbox One X. And for some of the games we already have now, those are gonna get some updates to support 4K. But for the games that aren't getting those updates, those are gonna be magically upscaled to look better, and not just some weird like upscaling. It's gonna look beautiful on the One X. And man, they announced so many games yesterday for the Xbox One X, and some of the ones that stuck out to me, first of all, was Forza, which I just love any racing game. But not only that, like the weather in that game, it was so real looking. I can just imagine playing in 4K, like the water was like on the windshield, like just spreading out, and the puddles were building up, and the sunny days just looked so perfect. Here's the thing though, this thing comes out on November 7th, which I guess isn't too far away, but it is also $499, and that's pretty much double of the Xbox One S. But hey, I guess that's understandable because of all the stuff inside of this guy. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.